This section is about the question of how I would teach in this position. There are a few things I would like to share with you. The first one is my belief in inquiry education or inquiry learning. I'm a true believer that students have to be active interrogators of a text, active investigators of an idea or a concept that we're studying. An activity that I would like to provide as an example is a simulation that we did for a unit called Global Supply Chain Management. Global supply chain simply refers to the steps from the suppliers to the manufacturers to the distributors and finally to the retailers, all the steps from the beginning to the end of a product to the customers. The word management we studied had 4 different areas. For example, it could be the right product, it could be the right cost, it could be the right quantity. What we did was we divided the group or the class into 4 different groups, each of them assigned one of those 4 areas. They essentially, each group became a supply chain. So each group they had people acting as suppliers, people acting as manufacturers, people acting as distributors, and finally retailers, and each one was to stay in their own assigned role. And they went through the whole global supply chain process within each of their groups, and their job was to make snacks for the administrators of the school, the volunteers of the school who basically acted as customers. They followed their area of strategy or management area, and we found out which one of the 4 groups was the most effective. And this is an example of students finding out the answer to the question, which of those 4 management areas is the most important, and student conducted an own experiment or the simulation into finding out the answer. Okay, who's next? Hanya?
No.
Okay, next please. What would you like?
Oh, it's so expensive.
The customers are waiting. What would you like?
3 pieces of cracker is 3?
What does it say? No, 3 is $1 only. Because we have a lot of them.
Uh,
What would you like?
uh, 2 scoops whipped cream.
Okay, 2 scoops of whipped cream.
Oh, where's strawberry?
Look at them. Oh, look at how cute that is. Looks almost like a pizza. A small mini pizzas. Very creative.
Can you discount for me?
You buy 2, so I can discount.
Okay,
So because I don't want to leftover food, so I can give you 2.
just $3.
Yes, $3.
Thank you very much.
She gets all 3.
Any other thoughts? General comments, general thoughts.
We didn't have enough time to agree the things.
Okay.
So when we were in front of a consulate, the most time we disagreed with each other, like the price. I said one price and he said another, and it was really confusing.
Okay. Okay.
Good for us to decide if cost.
Okay. So, you think having a partner actually was a disadvantage?
No, if we had enough time to agree with the things before,
Okay.
would be a advantage.
What happened at
Yeah,
that?
advantage.
What happened? Okay. Anybody else? How was it working with a partner? Was it easy, or do you think it made the task more difficult?
Another inquiry-based activity that we did, which I'm not going to show here due to time constraints, is an exploration of nonverbal communication in the Canadian culture. What we did was different groups got to choose an area of nonverbal communication. It could be eye contact, it could be personal space in a public sphere. We went to a nearby mall to conduct an experiment into what a typical Canadian response would be for that area. It was quite interesting because on that day at the mall, people had strangers, that's my students, strangers coming up to them and trying to give them high fives. We had students going into a store asking the salesperson a question, all the while maintaining eye contact, and we timed how long it would take before the salesperson broke off the eye contact. And students came back and reported the findings. How cool is that, that the knowledge students got did not come from the textbook, but actually came from their own investigation.